Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit and welcome back to the Heavenly Tower. I'm here right at the end of it, in fact, completely messing things up. I was about to say the work never stops to try and make my path through this easier. What I'm doing now at the moment is trying to see if my newly more plussed rover will help to make things easier because I don't need quite as many combos working for it. And then I'm also trying to make the differences between this and the slot for floor 39 as little different as possible. As you can see, that hasn't worked because I've been introducing a video. What I intend to do today is to go back to floor 30 and hopefully, once and for all, be able to do it no Shadow Gao. Now, these days, there are a lot more qualifications than just no Shadow Gao. You also have to say no Eva 00, no Lil Valkyrie. But basically what I mean is the same sort of thing when I was doing it originally, but I can't say no Uber because I was using Akira for that. So I don't know what you'd call it. I guess the old setup, the pre-Shadow Gao setup. Here it is then, the strat, made up of the Cool Japan combo, Jizo, Manic Mohawk, Maglev, Octopus, Musashi, and our boy Akira, who's the only sort of anti-wave Uber we're allowed, because all in all, he's not really that much of a great help. Let's get out this as close as you like, well, as close as I like. A lot of other people will be a lot closer. That nearest pillar to the cat base is something that Lorax apparently needs to be in front of for it to really work, but I don't really feel comfortable with that. I've never really felt comfortable with that, to be fair. No, not already. Screw you. That should not have happened. I can't lure, but I can't fight anywhere else. Immediately, you have this blokey, which actually sort of helped us a little bit there, and now I think we're in prime kind of position. I'm going to do gradual work upgrades, making sure that I always have stuff in reserve, and I'm not going to double stack my units. There was a school of thought that I absolutely shouldn't do that, but then there was also a kind of school of thought, my school of thought, so probably not a very good one, that actually having both of them there was really good for the peons. But the peons aren't really out in mass at the moment, so I will leave Inferno Akira until something, perhaps, a little like that. There, we got a Maglev there, and the Ginger Snatch is dealt with. Nerves of steel! Well, perhaps not. I'm actually really scared because we're really close to the base. Make sure Lorax doesn't get to them, but at least try and let it get a little bit closer. Another working upgrade, and I can really barely see what's going on. But hopefully it'll be alright. We've got nice alternating attacks from the two units. If they were synced, we might have a little bit of trouble, but things so far are going alright. We just have to wait for the next peon to appear, and then, if we can kill that, we'll be in business. Until the next peon after that appears, in which case we might not be in business. Oh, I thought I wasn't going to get the Dark Doge there, but we did. Things have actually rather gone to plan. I'll let Lorax kill this Octopus here, and then we'll do another of the Manic Mohawks, just save ourselves a bit of monies and a bit of stress. One more Octopus. I'm going to slow them right down because that was going to cause me trouble there. A Maglev that doesn't hit the Ginger Snatch is all gone wrong. My Manic Mohawk's gone. My Akira's having trouble. Oh, and it's going to be on the base now. We're going to have serious trouble trying to sort that out. Even the Rocat can't do anything. Oh, Inferno Akira, you complete legend. He's gone and saved us from the final blow of Lorax, like really early into the battle when arguably this sort of thing really shouldn't be happening if I'm to actually beat it. But that was better than I thought it might perhaps be. And that was another good Akira timing, but I think it's going to be all over. It's most certainly all over. But how did we do? I'm thinking badly. That was really badly. That felt so much better than it actually turned out. Okay, this time I'm going to try my hand at a bit of double stacking because this is where I think the school of thought comes into play. As the level goes on, it gets harder. That can't really be argued. It just does. The level of peons get more difficult. Eventually, there becomes two of them at one time, and they become really strong ones. So the quicker we defeat Lorax and do loads of damage to it, arguably the less of the really difficult peons we'll have to fight against. That's something that's arguably crucial important and we really want. So out comes Akira, and I'm gonna do it this way. Just stay calm, put out my meat shields properly, perhaps allow Lorax to get a tiny bit closer. Nicely done, I say to myself, and probably no one else concurs, but I was happy with that in the very least. We've taken a tiny bit of damage on the base, but that was just from a trolley blogger, and that's fine. What scares me about the trolley blogger really is that it has the capacity to let Lorax in to kill everything else, including my base. Lucas said, you know, let them do their stuff because they help push back your Ubers and that. but I just die. We don't want to go too far forward. That's a sort of school of thought against having a double stack, and that was terrible with the maglev there, because you push the Lorax too far forward, and that is the issue with when you have Shadow Gao runs on floor 30. You push him so far forward that you start needing Manic Lion as a meat shield, and it gets pretty hairy and scary. I mean, Manic Lion's a fine meat shield, and when you have Shadow Gao out, it's really not that much of an issue, but with this sort of strat, you really need to keep as close as possible, and that is the overt problem with double stacking. So there's pros and there's cons, but I think whatever I try, I lose, really. That's just the long and short of it. Maglev, bam. Oh, my Masashi suffered a fate. I tried. Lorax gets ever closer to an uncomfortable degree. What would be wise now would be admitting defeat, or not. Lorax isn't quite on the base. Okay, we're just about all right then. Let things get a little bit closer, even though I was just complaining about things being close. That's the unfortunate truth of this level. You have to be uncomfortable with how close it is, or comfortable if you're, actually able to do it. That was an awful Manic Mohawk. That might have put us in real danger there. I think I just about escaped that. I'm going to maglev that. I'm too scared for the trolley blogger to misplace things and allow Lorax to get onto my base, but that does mean that we're now in trouble. Hopefully Octopus allows for a Jizo shot there. The Jizo shot is not enough. That already missed. Something has happened. Something that is irrevocably irreconcilable, and we've died at exactly the same point. It struck me that an important detail probably is that I have all these units on the first row that I'm not using. Sumo, which is there, as another Mink Shield. Jizo for the Dark Doze, which I tried to use and didn't really work. Rokat that can survive hits. All these different things that I need to be flipping and using. Multitasking at the tower. It's just difficult with all of this hairy, scary stuff with Lorax going on to be able to multitask. Before it was me panicking and messing things up, and now it's just me not being able to move on from that and be able to do lots of different things at a time, because it's difficult. It's really difficult, and I don't enjoy it in the least bit. I think I'm going to go back to single stacking, because although there were pros, I think the cons outweigh those pros. So we're just going to stay with Masashi until Masashi gets in trouble, and I'm going to steadily upgrade my worker cat and do things like this. The start of this level is absolutely fine, but it's just after that that the peons come along and you get a whole heap of trouble and a whole heap of problems that I cannot yet overcome. It's still sometimes annoying, even in the Shadow Gao sort of times, because of that whole base thing, and that was horrendous. I'm not quite sure what has happened there, and even despite my best efforts, the Ginger Snatch made it to the base. I must have hit it with about a squillion, bajillion, million things there, and yet still it managed to get to the base, which beggars belief for me. I'm sure all of you are thinking, oh, that's clearly obvious how that happened, you're just bad. But I'm just flabbergasted by that Ginger Snatch. Flabbergastation at the tower. There you go. Moving on up, moving along, moving around, you la can stop me. Now, may I introduce to you a little bit more Heavenly Tower, because back a long time ago, I tried this exact same thing, and I recorded it, so I thought, why don't I put that, which never became a video, into this video, so you can witness even more of my very best trying. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit, and welcome back to Floor 30. Oh dear me, hear how chirpy I was back then? I sound miserable by comparison now. Trying to do Floor 30, no Shadow Gao. This is the strat. It's got Cool Japan and other stuff. Cool Japan because we got Rokat and Cool Japan. Hey, hello mate. This is multitasking to a new level. I'm recording, playing Floor 30 and talking to you. Look at that. No one will be able to hear you, and I can't really hear you either, but it's nice to see you, mate. I've got my stack of Akira and Masashi at the same time. How exciting is that? I can see this messing up very soon. Oh no, Masashi no. But I've got my triple stack, 2 Masashis and Akira, and this should be great fun. Oh no, Ginger Snatch, don't do that. No. Happiness is just around the corner. Oh, one of my stack is dead. Oh, we're into the double spawns, which is chaos. Like, these things are not forgiving in the slightest. But we've knocked back. Oh, flip! No, the Ginger Snatch has ruined everything. Oh, it was going so well. Oh, no! Oh, everything is dead. Just got a Manic Mohawk on my screen. with 6,000 health on my base, 5,000 health on my base, and a Dark Doge, and that I've been killed by a Dark Doge. That's been a catalogue of failure. I'm sure you knew it would be, but perhaps one day in the future we can turn this catalogue of failure to a catalogue of minor success and only a huge amount of wasted time on the side. But I hope that one waste of time for you has not been watching this video, and I hope that you might pop along in the future for another video. So, I bid you goodbye and say I hope you enjoyed.